Carlos Condit is a well-known name in mixed martial arts (MMA). His amazing skills and exciting fights have won over many fans. Condit has successfully built a strong name in the field as a professional MMA fighter. People are interested in his success for more reasons than just how good he is at fighting. Condit has made a lot of money throughout his career thanks to a number of big fights and deals. This video will discuss Carlos Condit net worth, career, and personal life. Join us as we learn about this MMA star's financial success and his financial business. What is Carlos Condit's net worth and salary in 2023? As of 2023, Carlos Condit, a retired UFC interim welterweight champion, is worth $500,000. He earned significantly from fights and sponsorship deals with companies like Bud Light, Monster Energy Drink, and EA Sports throughout his career. His average salary is around $110,000 as granted money, with his highest payday being $395,000 for his fight against Robbie Lawler at UFC 195. Carlos Condit's overview. Early life. Carlos Condit was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, on April 26, 1984. He grew up in a working-class family with a long history of electricians. Condit could have followed in his family's footsteps, but he picked a different path and got into mixed martial arts. From a young age, he had a strong desire to compete and a strong will. He started wrestling when he was just 9 years old. Throughout high school, he continued wrestling and started training in Gaidojutsu under renowned coach Greg Jackson at the age of 15. Condit's early life was shaped by the gritty environment of Albuquerque, where toughness was highly valued among his peers. Career. Before he joined the UFC, he was the last welterweight champion in its sister organization, World Extreme Cage Fighting, WEC. Condit also competed in shootboxing and pancrase in Japan. Condit had great hitting skills throughout his career. He showed why Muay Thai is called the art of 8 limbs by finishing fights with punches, knees, elbows, and kicks. His high-volume style and deep bag of techniques made him one of the most exciting fighters in MMA history. Despite his wrestling being considered a weakness, Condit's black belt in Gaidojutsu and numerous submission victories showcased his well-rounded abilities. His notable fights include a victory over Thiago Alves, a 17-second TKO stoppage of Renato Verissimo, and a unanimous decision loss against Jake Shields. Condit's toughness and unique drive made him known as one of the best athletes in the sport. Outside of boxing, Condit has a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which he earned from Professor Roberto Tussa at Gracie Barra in New Mexico. Personal life. Condit married his longtime girlfriend, Seeger Marie McCullough, in December 2010, and they welcomed their first child, a son, in March 2010. He also ventured into business, partnering with Los Angeles brand Scene to launch a custom denim collaboration in November 2020. Carlos Condit's reputation will live on as a fighter who created innumerable amazing moments and helped MMA flourish. Why is Carlos Condit famous? In mixed martial arts, MMA, Carlos Condit is known for how good and far he has come. Inside the octagon, he was known for his explosive fighting style, technical skill, and unshakable drive. Condit's best fights were against top-ranked opponents, earning the UFC's temporary welterweight championship. His constant violence and ability to win fights have won him fans all over the world. Also, Condit's longevity and toughness in a sport with a lot of competition have made him a recognized figure in MMA. Condit is a well-known and liked figure in the world of combat sports. He has become well-known through his fight career, as well as through his appearances in the media and his interesting personality. FAQs about Carlos Condit. What is Carlos Condit's MMA record? Carlos Condit's MMA record reads 32 wins and 14 losses. What was Carlos Condit's biggest payday in the UFC? Carlos Condit's biggest payday in the UFC was at UFC 195 in a title fight loss against Robbie Lawler, where he earned $395,000. How good was Carlos Condit? Condit is one of the most interesting fighters in MMA history. Condit, half of the greatest bout of all time, had many memorable moments in a career that spanned generations. Carlos Condit's net worth shows how much he has accomplished inside and outside the MMA ring. Condit's financial success from rising star to seasoned pro reflects his hard effort and business smarts. We've learned a lot about this fantastic player's salary, endorsements, and assets by looking at them. Finally, Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe us to learn more interesting information about celebrities.